Well, happy to see you this afternoon after this intense morning of conferences with so many incredible use cases in quantum. For this opening of the afternoon, I am very happy to welcome Octave Klaba, founder and
Hello.
chairman of OVH. Octave,
Hello.
it's a huge pleasure to have you because you co-founded France Quantum 2 years ago with us. And also you have an incredible and tremendous story with OVH during the last 20 years. And you're clearly are an inspiration for young entrepreneurs in France. So very happy to open this afternoon with you. So Octave, why did you choose 2 years ago to create France Quantum with us?
So yeah, hello everybody. I'm really happy to be here with you guys and talk about quantum. Yeah, we founded that 2 years ago, and the main reason was that we have seen a lot of startups working on the quantum, but as usual in Europe, in France, people don't work together, and in the quantum, it's something that's really new, and you need that people work together and to try create something for the market. And this is why we started to talk about kind of the helping the ecosystem to exist, to be visible, to find not only the investors, not just money from investors, but also find money from the customers as the revenue. And this was really the main start from my perspective, saying if it's just for investors, I'm not really interested in it. But if we are going after the customers, after the needs, after the real use cases, I'm really interested in it, because this is where quantum, that it's something that it's a lot of phantasm, a lot of okay, does it exist? Not yet. Okay. But I wanted just to show that it's really started to be something that is solid, and we can start looking and helping startups to going after the customers.
So, talking about that, so what did you do at OVH during the last year regarding?
We have done a lot of things. Today, so of course we are helping the startups to use different emulators. So we have now Atos emulator that is we invested in, and now it's available for the startups. We have Candela emulator also. We bought one from them. We bought one machine, so it will be delivered next weeks, I hope, next month. And we start to play with the with that, not really on the new specific use cases. So we will use this quantum machine for the security reasons. We have found that it can be used in the security. And this is why we decided to make an investment. Also we have more than 12 startups that we are helping them to use all these emulators, and also working between them. I think that today we will announce C12 emulator also availability on our platform. So there's a lot of things that was done last year. Thank you very much, Fanny, that's animate all that. Working a lot here in the France Quantum Review, but also to help making all this connection between the startups.
And last year at the Eiffel Tower, we discussed a lot about your vision for quantum computing. Do you have still the same vision, or how do you see quantum computing now?
Yes, the vision is the same. This is the next big thing. I said last year, this last century was atom. Okay, so it's more about nuclear things. This century, it will be more quantum. And we don't even imagine how it will impact our lives. It will have a really huge impact on everything, on every vertical. So this is the way that we are thinking in OVHcloud about quantum. So we're trying to help the ecosystem, and also trying to bring on the market the products that the customers can use. And this is where all these connections were very interesting. I spent a lot of time with different customers, of course hardware, of course software, and to see where the market is, how the people they connect together, and where OVH can help. And this is the game that we are trying to play.
And then, how do you see the French ecosystem in the next 5 years? What would you expect?
On the financial?
No. How would you see the ecosystem for the next 5 years?
Oh, for the
France.
5 years. Yeah, for the 5 years, you know, this year, the specific year, maybe next year, there was financial issues. You know that the VC and the money, they are more rare. And this is where this ecosystem will, I hope, show the powerful, because the aim was not just looking for money from the investors, but also from the real customers, from the industrials, and to make the revenue. So I hope this will help all these startups to go through this period. But if you remove this moment, we see more and more use cases, and we see more verticals really interesting. In last year, I was talking about if you are in the company that's making more 1 billion revenue per year, you should invest at least 1 million per year. And something that's really silly, stupid, but simple, okay, to understand. And we have seen that there was more and more companies that saying, okay, I have to look at the quantum and start investing in that. So what does it mean? It means that you have the first employee that talks quantum. And we have seen few companies, big companies, that they started to have the first guy. And the first guy is saying, working on the real cases, use cases, of the issues that they have. And it's not exactly what you would expect, that this kind of company, they will work on this kind. It's not exactly this, it's something totally different. This is what is really interesting. But it started, and it has to be still helped. Let's say we still to repeat. We need to repeat this message: 1 billion, 1 million. Okay, and to hire people, and this is where the government has to play his role.
Yeah, you think that so the message is to say to CAC 40 companies, for each billion of turnover, please invest 1 million in quantum.
Not please, you should. Okay, if you want to survive tomorrow, you need to invest today 1 million at least, and start having the guys who are working on the quantum. It's just a survive movement. It will go very fast. You see that today on the AI, generative AI. The movement is so fast. In few months, everything changed. It will be the same, even faster, with quantum. If you are not ready, you will not be ready tomorrow. It will take years to be ready. So invest, not please, but you should invest. Yeah. It's a threat for you. And on the government...
is the government doing enough?
So what is the role of the government? Government has to prepare people, because this is something new, to have to, in the schools, have the specific help to explain what is quantum, where the quantum will be tomorrow, and to create new engineers in quantum, not just developers, not just let's say physical quantum engineers, but also all this ecosystem to support that. So this is where the government has to play. It's not bad. It should be more, having more investment in the schools, more investment in the teaching, and more evangelization about this kind of topic, because it's still very new. not really, you don't have a lot of use cases yet. That it's really something in the real life, but it's coming. It's definitely coming.
So, in conclusion, what are the next step? What are the next step for OVHcloud, and what's the next step you see for France Quantum?
Oh, I think the next step it will be C12 emulator that we will just announce today. But yeah, we still continue our mission. Okay, it's really visualization, helping, creating the connection between the startups, creating the ecosystem, and to show that here in Europe, in France, we have talented people, we have talented startups, we have everything to make quantum this big next thing in Europe, from Europe, for the rest of the world. And this is where I think it's a really exciting moment in a very interesting project.
And for France Quantum, what do you think we should do next to make it bigger for the startups and for the French ecosystem?
I think that already this year we have something like 400, 500 people this morning.
Yeah.
It's already a big step. Last year we were
100 at the Eiffel Tower. Okay. It was more VIP, and now what we want is democratize.
And today we had more big companies also. They came for the real use cases. So I think the way that we explain quantum, it's not something that it's maybe tomorrow, it's something that it's really theoretical. It's use cases, business, optimization, cost, and the revenue. And this is how everybody has to think. It's not something for tomorrow where I need the investors that will put money and maybe there will be something. No, thinking about the real use cases for the customers and looking for the real revenue.
Great. Well, Octave, we are very proud to have you as a co-founder of France Quantum. Thank you very much to personally be involved and push lots of energy and enthusiasm into the initiative. As we said this morning with the introduction, what we do with France Quantum is to democratize quantum into the large companies. What we want to do also is to make sure we do good connections between the startups, the large companies, between the private and public actors. And finally, the biggest mission is to trying to help building champions, French and European champions of quantum. Maybe next unicorns in quantums. And this morning we give the prizes of the Startup of the Year to Pascal. We hope that Pascal could be one of these unicorns and champions of quantum, and also to inspire others. So clearly what we want is to push lots of energy and enthusiasm. So thank you, Octave, for supporting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.